All praise to the Most High, Ahia, and to his son, Yahayasha, Messiah, Yadahaya. This is Brother Holly here with the second Spirit of Truth broadcast here on the Ahia House channel, as well as the House of Ahia channel, on this set-apart Sabbath day. First and foremost, as always, like to give all glory, praise, and honor to the great I am, he who is, was, and is to come, the Almighty One, Yadahaya, and to his son, Yahayasha, Messiah, who gave himself for us that we might have life, and that life is in him, Yadahaya. Now, in the second broadcast, we're going to, this is a once-a-year message. For such a time as this, we're going straight to Jeremiah chapter 10 to remind all of the Hebrews out there, if you are of the 12 tribes of Yasha'Allah, hear the word, for this is a word directly unto you, as you've been inundated and surrounded and confounded with these heathens during this time of year. It's going to bring out one of their customs that you're very familiar with. You will see it clearly from the scriptures. And to all those heathens that say, no, it ain't talking about my beloved Christmas tree, well, you just a heathen and a liar. All praises. We'll be reading from the Learn Pele Hebrew Torah, Lashwan Kadash, Holy Tongue, Yasha, Ahai Bible Scriptures. Turn me to Jeremiah chapter 10. You know what I want. All praises. And we're going to hear the conclusion of the matter as well. We're going to hear the judgment that is being called upon these heathens for their heathenistic ways in our midst. Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 1, it says, hear ye the word which Ahai speaketh unto you, O house of Yasha'Allah. Highlight. Thus saith Ahai. Who is this for? The children of Yasha'Allah, the house of Yasha'Allah. Thus saith Ahai, learn not the way of the heathen. Period. Point. End. Stop. We highlight. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them. Will you highlight? Don't be caught up with the customs of the heathens, nor don't be all looking in the skies, trying to discern times and seasons from reading star charts. Don't get all locked up in that. Don't be out there looking for UFOs. None of it. None of it. No sign hunting, and definitely no heathen customs. I'll read it again. For thus saith Ahai, Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith Ahai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. Will you highlight? Here, the great prophet, moving under the inspiration and power of the Spirit of Ahai, is giving you a bird's eye view, if you will, of a heathenistic practice of someone going into the woods with an axe to cut down a tree. Now, do you not know that it is a historical fact that one of the customs during the Christmas season is for you not to go to a store and buy a tree? Oh no, you're supposed to go into the woods and find you a Christmas tree, preferably a fern tree or an evergreen or some other evergreen tree, and chop it down yourself. Now, if you really want to go with the custom, that is it. Exactly like the heathenistic custom that the scriptures are bearing out right here. Let's read. Read it again. Jeremiah 10:3. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. Will you highlight? How many of you have heard that old heathen song from that cartoon that was out in the 70s and the 80s? With this cartoon snowman singing to a Christmas tree, talking about silver and gold, silver. When I first read this in the scriptures, that was the first thing I heard. I heard that fat snowman singing silver and gold. I'll read it again. They deck it with silver and with gold. Jeremiah 10:4. They fasten it with the nails and with the hammers that it move not. Put on stand. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must need be born, because they cannot go. See, these Christmas trees ain't going to follow you home. When you go get a Christmas tree, it ain't going to follow you home. You got to either put on top of your car, in the back of your car, or if you go and get a box, go and get one that you got to put together in a box. You got to put that in your car. Verse 5 again, they are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must need be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither is it in them to do good. Will you highlight? Don't be afraid to not put one of these filthy trees up in your house. Don't be afraid that you're somehow offending the Most High when you don't participate in that filthy custom of a Christmas tree. Don't be afraid that somehow the Most High is upset with you. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. If you don't put the tree up, the Most High is happy with you. Why? Because you're following His word. If you put the filthy tree up, if you follow the way of the heathen, I'm gonna read the judgment for you in a moment from this very same chapter. Let's continue. Jeremiah 10:6. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Ahiah, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doth it appeareth. For as much as among all the wise men of the nations and all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. Will you highlight? All these people say, oh, it don't matter. Compared to Ahiah and his council, their council is nothing. It's like dust. Verse 8, and here's the kicker. Verse 8, but they are altogether brutish and foolish. Counsels against the Most High and His word. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. Will you highlight? Said doctrine is vain. All they talk about, how they spiritualize the tree, how it represents this and that. All that kind of foolish. That's just foolish doctrine. It's brutish. It's foolishness. I'll read it again. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. Silver spread unto plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Uphaz. The work of the workman, and of the hands of the founder. Blue and purple is their clothing. They are all the work of cunning men. But Ahiah is the true Allahiah. He is the living Allahiah, and an everlasting king. And at his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation. The Most High gonna pour out His wrath on all you Christmas tree putter-uppers. All you people were hanging mistletoe. All you people putting wreaths up. All you people putting presents under your idol. Do you not know they have convinced you to bow to a tree? That's why they put presents under it. So you have to get down on your knees or bow to the tree to pick them up. You've been deceived into idol worship. And the Most High's indignation is reserved for you. Do you not know idolaters shall not inherit the kingdom? So each and every one of you who got one of them nasty trees up in your house, you are an idolater. And you filled with a spirit, all right. The Christmas spirit. The Christmas spirit got you worshiping idols. The Christmas spirit got you drunk. The Christmas spirit got you stealing. Stealing from your neighbor off their porch. That's what the Christmas spirit got you doing. This Christmas spirit got you in debt. The Christmas spirit, what is the meal you're supposed to eat during this time? A pork meal. A ham. The Christmas spirit got you breaking Torah. Got you lying. Got you denouncing the feast of Ahia. That's what the Christmas spirit got you doing. Christmas spirit got you going into debt. That's what the Christmas spirit does for you. It got you worshiping idols. It's destroying your life. I read it again. Jeremiah 10:10. But Ahia is the true Elohim. He is the living Elohim and an everlasting king. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation. Thus shall ye say unto them, the deities that have not made the heavens and of the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. He hath made the earth by his power. He hath established the world by his wisdom. He hath stretched out the heavens by his discretion. When he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. And he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightning and rain. He bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. Will you highlight? He doing it all. That filthy Christmas tree ain't doing nothing for you. The one who told you not to have that does everything. He is Al Shaddai Almighty, the one who provides everything. The very breath you have in your body, he providing that. And you want to offend him by putting up a nasty, filthy tree and decking it with silver and gold and singing to it and putting presents and bowing to it? Is that what you want to do, Hebrew? Don't learn the ways of these heathens. So many of you are practicing this filth because you married a heathen. Be you a man or a woman, you've married a heathen. And to make your heathen husband or your heathen wife happy, you put up that filthy tree. And you'll have heathen kids. You buying them presents. See, you ain't leading your house in righteousness, my brother. You ain't leading your house in righteousness, my sister. Your house is in desolation. And let's see what the judgment is for all the heathens. Jeremiah 10:24. Skip down to verse 24. O Ahia, correct me, but with judgment, not in thy anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. When you highlight. Now it's time, not tomorrow. Today is the day of repentance. Today is the day of your salvation. Let the judgment of Ahia correct you. You don't want to be corrected by his wrath. You don't want that. Let his word correct you. I'll read it again. O Ahia, Jeremiah 10:24. O Ahia, correct me, but with judgment, not in thy anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not. Will you highlight? That heathen that got you putting that tree up, your heathen wife or husband, I'm gonna pour out his judgment upon them. If you ain't careful, you're gonna get caught up in it. That's why it says in the book of Nehemiah and in the book of Ezra that you married a heathen, you should put them away. You should put them away. The prohibition against it is that because they will lead you away from Ahia to their idols. And that's exactly what's happening if you get that filthy tree up in your house. You've been led away from the one who created everything. The one who gives you the very breath in your body. You've been led away from him to serve a tree. Oh, I don't worship my tree. You bow before it, don't you? You deck it with silver and gold. You practice the custom of the heathen, which is forbidden by the word of Ahia. I'll read it again. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 24. O Ahia, correct me, but with judgment, not in thy anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name. For they have eaten up Jacob, and devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. The children of Jacob should be the ones that these nations should be pouring their wealth and riches into. Does not God's word say the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just? We're the only ones that's been justified. We're the only ones that have been called. We're the only ones that have been glorified. We're the only ones that have a covenant. We're the only ones that have a Messiah. We're the only ones that got promises. But these heathens have made our habitation desolate. These heathens have eaten us up. And you think you can avoid the judgment, avoid being eaten up by these, because you join in affinity with them. You join them in matrimony. You join them in love. You're hating your brother, your own brother and sister. You're hating the people of your kindred. You're hating your own when you go with them. And when you go with them against the instructions of a high, we see it from his word right here, how it's going to go. These heathens will turn your heart away from a high and lead you to destruction. Repent, be corrected by this word, and let the judgment of a high on that cursed tree in your house fall now upon your house. Let that judgment run wild through your house. Tear that tree down, take it outside and burn it. It ain't nothing but an idol. It'll save your life and it'll save your soul. All praise to the Most High, and to his son, Yahweh Messiah, Yada Hayah.